Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the setup that I've got here, which I use for practice and for gigging. I've got an Amplifi TT, which does the modelling and gives me all my effects, and that is driven then into a crate PowerBlock 150, which gives you 150 watts of very clean solid state amplification. This then goes into my homemade Vintage 30, Celestion Vintage 30 cabinet, connecting from the guitar using SmoothHound wireless system, which is very easy to use. You just push one button on the transmitter at the guitar and away you go. Okay, that's that. Now, the main benefit of this setup for me is this little baby here. This is the FBV shortboard Mark II from 9.6, and this gives me a selection of four amp sounds, tap tempo, 4 effects, volume and wah pedal. Compression is controlled by the function button at the top there. The effects, you've got a stomp button, modulation, delay and reverb. Actually, you can assign these any way you like using the software for the Amplifi TT. And I said you've got 4 amp models. Actually, you've got an up and down bank here, so you've got access to 4 banks of 25 amp models. So you've actually got 100 amp models in there. And all of this connects up using one Cat5 cable. So no power cables out on the floor when you're at a gig, just that one Cat5 cable. Very cheap to buy, very different lengths if you want. Makes everything very, very simple. So there we are, that's the connection. So the next thing is to show you some of the sounds. Now, I know the modelling sounds in the Amplifi aren't top of the range, and they probably don't sound exactly like the amps that they're modelling, but they're a great starting point for getting your own sounds. You can jiggle about with all of the sounds so much in the software for the Amplifi TT, you can get them pretty much exactly how you Okay, so this is the Marshall 45, clean sound, and with an overdrive. With some delay. Let's have some tap tempo on that, slow it down a bit. The dog, she thinks it's a cat meowing. It's okay, Rosie. So, I've set up 4 different amp sounds on here for the moment for me, which I use for practice or for gigging. We've got a clean sound, which is based on a Fender Twin Reverb. Hopefully the volume levels are okay. And then for each of these amp models you can set up a completely different set of effects. So I've got an overdrive on here. I've got modulation. difference on there. And over here we've got volume. You can set the starting point of the volume, so I don't have it all the way off. I have it just to turn it down or up, but you can have it so it's completely switched off at the back position. And then to press, you then have a wah. Okay.